Frequently, I'm asked to talk about leadership, and frequently, as I first stand up and introduce the title of my presentation, I begin by challenging it. I say, let's take away the word leadership and replace it with the word relationship and see what happens. And the same with this whole program on compassionate leadership. Let us challenge this too. The word leadership can bring with it baggage. We think it's not for us, but for the people above us. We link it to hierarchy. It brings with it responsibility, and that may put us off too. I don't want responsibility. We may have suffered from some poor leadership, and the scar is deep within our psyche. We can confuse it with command and control or autocracy. And when we look at the antics of our political leaders, we can become mightily confused on what leadership is all about. So let's take away the tension. Let's use the word relationship instead. But does that work? Well, yes, I believe so. I believe that for 90% of what leadership is all about, it does. With the 10% being more about the business or skill context within which it is applied. But let's have a closer look and challenge my premise. So what is leadership all about? My experience and research suggests that it's about creating followers and inspiring, influencing and motivating them to achieve great things, more than they thought they could. It's about bringing people together to create collective brilliance. It's about leaving a legacy, helping others grow. Compassionate leaders focus on securing commitment through self-worth. One model, we'll look at later in the program, suggests leadership is focused in a number of areas, including supporting the team, facilitating ideas, and in making decisions. So how can we do any of that if we can't relate? You cannot motivate, inspire, or influence me unless you know what motivates and inspires me, and what specific buttons to press within me that build that trust that allows you to influence. We cannot create self-worth in others through ignorance. You cannot support or help me grow unless you understand my needs and my journey. No, you cannot lead unless you can relate. And there's an order to that too. Before you can lead, first you need to relate, to understand, to empathize, and then work with that knowledge with positive intent. Heard that before? If leadership is about creating followers, well, I know for me, I will only follow someone that I trust, and I'll only trust someone who's my best interest at heart, who knows me intimately. So when I'm questioned about my work on compassionate leadership with people who are not in positions of leadership, there are two parts to my response. Firstly, if leadership is about motivating and influencing others, about helping them grow, supporting and inspiring, collaboratively problem solving with the creation of ideas and agreement to decisions, then, well, that's for everybody, no matter who they are or where they believe they may be in the pecking order. Secondly, I also believe that the words leadership and relationship can be interchanged throughout this program and in all of my work. The motivational and influential aspects of both are the same. Relating is most definitely for everybody. So, if you are in a position of leadership, then all that I share in the coming program can be used in your leadership journey too. If you don't see yourself as a leader, but you do operate within a team or across teams, then as a committed and compassionate team member, you have responsibility to help all to do what is right, to be a great team, to inspire, motivate and influence your colleagues. So these lessons are equally applicable to you too. And if you work alone in absolute isolation, well then apply these lessons to your own personal journey in life. Tap into your self-motivation, your self-worth. Become the best you that you can be. And sooner or later you'll be in a position of leadership or influence, so save it up for then. The core skills of compassionate leadership are for everybody, no matter where you might sit in the world. Before you can lead, you need to relate. Before you can truly collaborate, you need to relate. And as compassion begins at home, live a life of inspiration, shine brightly, and relate well to yourself.